Save your file, Command S, and press the letter B for the brush tool, this tool here. Now what we want to do is get our watercolor brush. So I am going to go to the brush panel here and maybe expand this out a bit. And we imported a bunch of brushes before, and they're underneath the watercolor brushes. So I am going to just pick one. Yeah, how about that one? That's fine. I'm just going to pick this one, and I'm going to check to make sure that my opacity is at 100%. So this thing here, you got to make sure this thing is off. We don't want any airbrush attributes to be on. So the way you get rid of the airbrush attributes is to Option Shift P, or you can just click on that icon. Option Shift P on a Mac, or Alt Shift P on a PC. So that turns that off. When that happens, then these numbers, you can control it with your keyboard. So if you press like a 2, this becomes 20%. If I press a 3, it becomes 30%. If I press a 3.5, it becomes 35%. That's the opacity. So I want to start at a high opacity, so 90% maybe. Then if I want to change the flow is how much of the color is coming out of the brush. So that would be, what is it? You hold down your shift key, and then press a number like 8. Shift 8 is 80%. Shift 0 is 100%. So I want the flow to be 100% actually. And then make sure you have your all effects layer, the vector mask highlighted here. See these little squares? Make sure that it's active like that. So now your brush might be a little big. You can use the left square bracket, right square bracket to make it big or small. Remember, you can use the left arrow to rotate, or shift left and right to rotate this way. And what you do is, if you just click once, it's going to start revealing the image. So I'm just going to start clicking like this, and maybe change my brush size. So I'm randomly clicking, and you can even stroke a brush like this to have this kind of water cloud effect. And you can use your Wacom pen tool for this too. Obviously, this is you're using a brush here, right? So change the brush size, change the opacity, maybe a little lower opacity, a little higher opacity, whatever works. So I'm just brushing it so I can kind of have this little vignette happening here. Something like that. Cool. Now if you messed up and you want some stuff back, just change to the color black. See, my foreground color is white right now. What if I want black? So press the letter X, and then you can bring it back. So now, so that's the opposite. It's like erasing the vector mask. X is the opposite way. Remember, so black conceals, white reveals. So I'm using white to brush and revealing the image.